So here's the $89.16 question. Is it child abuse or is it a form of discipline?
Um, I'm torn between the two because I'm coming from the perspective of I got my butt whooped when I was growing up. I whooped my kids when they were coming up, but now I'm at the point where I'm really not with that no more. Um, so it's I'm kind of in the middle of it, and it depends on the reasoning. It depends on how it's being done. Like for instance, what pisses me off with this situation is that the whole world gets to see it.
Yeah.
And for me, if I'm going to discipline my child, it's going to be behind closed doors between me and him. I'm going to explain to him what's going on. And I don't want to humiliate him in front of the whole world because sometimes that offers me a temporary solution to the problem, but that causes long-term effects with my child.
Okay. That's a good, interesting perspective. And Chrissy, what do you think? Is it child abuse or is it discipline?
Okay, so let me clearly define some things here, right? So child abuse is when it is a prolonged period of spanking, different forms of torture for unsolicited reasons. The child didn't do anything. It's just continuously going on, bruising, broken bones, things like that. Spanking in a form of discipline is an immediate, temporary, kind of intermittent thing that you're doing. So there's a difference between abuse and discipline, right? I wanted to define that first. They're not equal. The next part of that is that I believe every child is different and every child is going to respond to discipline differently. I have 3, 27, 20, and 14. Okay. My 27 and my 14 never had to lay a hand on them. My 27 maybe once or twice. The 4-year-old, I think I spanked him once, if ever, if that was even a spanking. That middle one got an ass whooping probably every weekend from his 20 years of his life. Okay. So I mean, it was things that he was doing, like sneaking out of the house, bringing marijuana in the house, sneaking girls in the house, bringing weapons in the home, cutting out of school. Like it was things like it was like, I'm gonna whoop you or these streets are gonna whoop you. It's gonna be one or the other. So I think that it depends on the child. I think you learn your child and you know which form of discipline. My youngest one, I could look at him with a stern face and just tell him I'm disappointed, and I ruined his entire life. You know, but so I do not think that using spanking as a discipline method and not an abuse is outdated or something that shouldn't. I think the punishment should fit the crime.
Okay,
that's my take on it.